Um, for your general advice, I'm sorry, your general energy, and all of my words are mirrored, guys, so it's going to appear backwards to you. I apologize. Um, you have rest and reconsider. I feel like for some of you, it just feels like I feel like the energy of the month, things are going to be moving really fast, and you're going to be wanting time to rest and reconsider. I feel like for some of you, you definitely do not want to make any rash decisions during this month. I feel like for some of you, even if you are privy or that's your usual to make impulsive decisions, you're not forced. I feel like for some reason people are going to come to you during this month and present something to you in a fashion as if you have to make a decision today regarding whether this is something on the job or a relationship or regarding a purchase, and they're like, if you don't do it today, you're going to miss out. Not really. I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. And it could be within your job because you have the win or lose card. Um, and I just want to tell you too, guys, I feel like it's okay to retreat back. It's okay to take a step back from a situation and not have to give your opinion on it. I feel like in certain situations, people are going to want your opinion about something, and you may feel pressed to give it, but there's a part of you that may feel like you don't really want to listen to that part because I feel like you may want to reconsider what you say or who you say it to. You definitely have to watch your words, especially on the job site. I feel like when you have the win or lose card, I feel like there could be some little spats that can happen during the month of November, maybe with some coworkers or someone. Maybe it may not even be a coworker; it could be someone that you're like if you deal, especially if you deal with customer service. You definitely want to watch your tone. And I know it's hard. I work at a job where I have to talk to people on the phone, and I'm gonna tell you, I have to watch my tongue. I'm an Aries rising just like you are. I have to watch my tongue because some of these people, their little tone, their mama didn't teach them much about how to talk to folks. And so they want to get on the phone and have a little snippy attitude with me. And I'm like, sir, ma'am, I'm just trying to help you. I need you to bring that shit down about 10 notches, okay? Because something else can come out. That ain't good because you don't know who you're talking to. For one, that, just because they do it doesn't mean that it's right for you to go back and snap back off on them. But I feel like, for those who this may happen to, this person may possibly come back and want to make a report on you. You could possibly lose your job. Okay. So again, rest and reconsider what you say and how you say it before you say it. Please try not to allow people to get the best of you and to hurt you and to move you in a sense that you lose control of what you say. Okay, because I feel like people may try you, especially on the job site during this month. Okay, whether this is co-workers or someone that someone that's outside the work environment that has to come to your work environment. You may feel tried this month. Okay, and again, like I said, when this card comes up, it's not a win situation. It's not a true win for anybody. Okay, it may be that you lose your job or you can get reprimanded. It's that type of thing. So learn how to kill people with kindness, and it's something about the tone. I don't know if the tone is being directed towards you or your tone is being directed towards somebody else, but it's all about the tone is what I keep hearing. Okay. Some of you are putting an end towards a certain issue at the job site. Some of you may be leaving. Some of you may be leaving on your own accord. Okay. Let me put my spectacles on, children. I also feel like within the love arena, you have the Six of Cups. I like this. I feel like for some of you, you're really going to be, this is a Simply Love card. This is like a soulmate card. I feel like for some of you, you really just want to lay up during the month of November with your boo. Okay. Some of you would just want to lay up and love upon yourself. Some of you are really focusing your attention towards your parents at this time. Can y'all see me? Okay. I feel like for some of you, an interest in past lives or one more card. Yes, an interest in past lives. Well, no, I'm not going to say past lives, but generational issues I feel like a lot of you are going to be focusing on, like, really paying attention or really taking a notice of how certain relationship patterns, the really looking at how you love and how it relates to the relationships within your own lineage. I feel like for some of you, you're really focusing your time on your children. I feel like you have definitely been focusing yourself on other in other areas, or giving of yourself in other areas, and you're really focusing on building up your relationship with your children, whether they're young children or adult children. I do feel like, if you've had some issues, and maybe you and your children or child have been estranged for a while, you're really trying to work on that relationship. I feel like for some of you, and I did say past life, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. I do feel like it's something past life. I feel like for some of you who are opening yourself up to a to spirituality, and the understanding that how certain people present to you in another lifetime as a different partner. So whereas your husband or your wife may actually have been your child or your father or whatever in a past life, I feel like some of you are really focused, especially women, the female Aries. I feel like you're really focusing on that not issue, but you're understanding it. You're gaining a deeper knowledge about that. I feel like some of you are trying to heal some of your whatever issues of the womb, because we have the sacral chakra here. I feel like for some of you, you may be trying to heal some of those issues of your womb that are tied or associated with your family lineage. Um, yeah. I'm hearing like sexual abuse. I'm hearing like PTSD. Those who are in a physical abusive relationship. I feel like you're understanding how this energy has been passed down. Um, Maybe you've seen it or your mother's seen it, and you're noticing, you're putting together the links, the pieces. You didn't even realize how the pattern was repeating. You thought you had. It feels like to me, for some of you, and this is not for everybody. Okay, I feel like some of you didn't realize that you were now. Okay, let me get it together. You're starting to realize that you are repeating a pattern that you thought that you had broken. Okay. Um, I feel like there's a lot of compassion that's going to be felt within the month of November. I feel like your levels of empathy is I feel like I want to cry. And the reason why I feel like I want to cry is because some of you you're now starting to see, like, if you've been having some issues with your mother and or father, because this is a general reading, but I feel like if you've been blaming them all of your life, well, if they hadn't done this and I wouldn't, then I feel like you're starting to make the connection and starting to see them as a person. Okay, just follow me. I feel like you're starting to see them as a person, and that they're not perfect, and that you have to forgive these people for what they have done to you. Now, you know, you have to work through that yourself, but I feel like you're starting to see that, you know what, I can't blame this. I cannot continue to blame this person because of their own faults that they were dealing with. Okay, and it passed on to you. And I feel like for some of you, and this, it feels very feminine energy. Okay, it could be for some of you, it could be issues that you dealt with of your mom or from your dad. It could be, I feel like it's neglect or abuse. I feel like the abuse, though, is more so emotional. I don't really feel physical. I feel physical and sexual from a relationship or relationships that you have had, or watching your mother go through some type of emotional or physical relationship. It may not be you directly, but it affected you directly or indirectly. Okay, so is some major energy that's coming in within November, and I feel like you're really starting to see something from another. You're examining your family issues from another angle, because I feel like for some of you are really angry about this. And it's like now you're choosing to heal it, not only because of love for yourself, but love for those who are coming behind you. This is some deep shit y'all into in the month of November, Aries. I'm just telling you, and it's not something that's just going to be handled and dealt with during this month. This is the beginning or something, or you could be already dealing with this now. I feel like some of you may be going to counseling. Another card. Yeah, you have spread your wings. I feel like for wings, you know that country talk wings. I feel like for some of you, you're really starting to see how these issues of your sacral chakra have held you back from loving, unconditionally loving, and justly so, because you've been in the protective mode or defensive mode. I feel like if this is affecting the way it could be affecting my Aries men, you're having difficulties forming attachments with feminine energy around you, even though you say you want a relationship. You have you have issues allowing yourself to trust. I feel like for some of you may have issues with impotence or sexual erectile dysfunction, because it's like it's hard again. It's hard for you to open up. It's hard for you to. Um, I feel like for some of you, it's hard for you to even physically connect with a woman, because there's some type of inadequacy, and it all ties back to I feel very strong mother, a feminine type of energy, although again, like I said, it could be father, but this is some heavy stuff. But I feel like for some of you, you're ready to get this energy off of you and to work through it. All right. um And some of you are really just focused on loving yourself during the month of November. Like you're really attending to yourself. You're taking time for yourself. Mukate, Jasper. I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of like a reddish stone. Has little sparks of, I don't know what you have in there. But Mukate is kind of brownish and whitish and pinkish or something. But Mukate is a stone. I think Mukate would help because it's going to help. It helps to slow the aging process, but it also helps for you. It's a self-care stone. I like this stone because it helps you to attune back into yourself and to listen to yourself and to take on more healthier habits. I feel like tiger's eye would be helpful. This is my tiger's eye yoni egg. For those who know what a yoni egg is. Past life issues, resolving past life issues with soulmates within this month. I feel like and if this is a past life issue or someone who you feel as a soulmate, I feel like some of you are ready to move on past a relationship with the person. And because of this relationship, you have suffered some type of emotional or physical, some type of trauma, and you're ready to move forward. That's why you have to spread your wings. You're ready to move forward, but you have to close the chapter on it before you can go. I feel like I have petrified wood here. That's a good one to help with past life relationships. Again, I'm gonna say it again. I don't know which video I've ever said it, and it may not have been Aries, but castor oil packs. I feel like some of my women are really going to be focusing on their womb this month. Picture Jasper is a good one. I don't know if you can really, yeah. Picture Jasper is a good one. I like carnelian is a good stone to help with your sacral chakra. Do, 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 do. I'm also going to go ahead and say any type of green stone or like a rose quartz or manganese calcite will also be helpful because you're working on your heart chakra and making peace with something. Because I do feel like you have to make peace with something before you can move forward. Okay. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you're really starting to see like, wow. I feel like there's going to be a wow moment during November for you to really see like, whoa, okay, I cannot hold this. I can't continue to put all the blame on this person because now I can see it from their point of view. Okay. So that's where that compassion and that empathy comes in, and that there's feelings like a loss of judgment, and it feels like you're really trying to embrace something. Okay. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's trying to embrace your own healing so you can move forward. um and with the efforts of trying to change, I feel like you're trying to um change up for change your lineage, or yeah, like change the reality for the people coming behind you. It's like you understand that you're trying to resolve karma, and you're trying to you don't want this pattern to continue. Okay. I feel like I like this for the month of, this is the shine card, which is also the sun for finances. I do feel like finances are going to be great during the month of November. I feel like some of you are definitely freeing up some debt. I feel like if you're not freeing it up yet, you're going to get some information about how to student loan forgiveness. I feel like for some of you, are going to be able to reconcile some debt, or I feel like you're really going to be freed of some. I feel like for some of you, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like for some of you, you come to the realization that you're starting to look at money as just money, and you're not letting your financial woes get to you the way that they used to. Okay. um I feel like for some of you, you have been so worried about your finances and worried about your security, and I feel like you're going to be looking back and thinking again, this rest and reconsider. I feel like with this month is asking you to take a look, to really look back and see if things have been, if to see if your life or your situations have really been the way that you have envisioned them. Have they really been all that bad, for one? Or is it a situation where it cannot be fixed? That could be two. I feel like, is it something that is it a situation that really warrants the need for all of your energy? That's three. I feel like you're coming, especially when it comes to finances, you're going to be seeing it. I feel like you've been weighing yourself down, worrying about it, and you just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm going to pay what I can pay, and whatever I can, I can. It is what it is. Because it's just been really heavy for you. Yeah, moving on. You're going to deal with what you can deal with. Everything else you cannot. You just going to leave it by the wayside, because you're emotionally, it's just been wearing down on you. I feel like health wise, with the well deserved reward, this is like the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, those who've been working really hard on your trying to get some, like I keep seeing like a lab printout sheet, or like you're looking for some type of result, and you've been really working hard on, maybe you've been working hard on losing weight, or maybe you've been working hard on getting your cholesterol level down, or maybe you've been working hard on for some of you, if you're trying to be a vegetarian or a vegan, or eliminate meat, or making some type of change in your life, and you've been doing it for a while, you're really going to start to see, I feel like you're going to be rewarded for your efforts. And I feel like the reward, it may not be it may just be a simple pat on your back from the doctor, from maybe some people are starting to notice that you're losing weight. I feel like for some of you internally, you can tell a difference within yourself. You start to shine light around you. Some of your aura is starting to brighten, because you have now chosen to eat more, include more electric foods in your life. I feel like for some of you, it's something about alkaline. Some of you are really trying to go towards an alkaline diet. Love abounds. I feel like you're really trying to make more, yeah, it could be even more heart healthy diet. If some of you are really trying to watch your you're trying to watch what you're putting, I feel internally you're trying to watch what you put in your body, which may be a little bit difficult during this month because we all know this is Thanksgiving and the holidays are coming up in the States. So I feel like for some of you, you're really trying your best to stay on your path, because you really feel good. This is not a bad month. I just feel like for a lot of you, you are really taking an assessment. And again, this is towards the end of the year. You're really looking back at certain situations in your life and really deciding like what needs your attention and what doesn't. And you're going to really see that you've been giving your attention to a lot of things that you probably should not have. Okay. And is now you need to divert that attention from off of these unnecessary things back to yourself, okay? And you're going to be glad that you did. Your self-care card, blessings. It says, count your blessings. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. And I do feel like that. I do. And here's this heart again. I feel like for some of you, you're making peace with, again, going back to this love relationship thing. I feel like you're making peace with some past relationships, be it with mother, father, some type of estranged romantic relationship. You're making peace of it.